Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. I'm doing card of the day. I'm using my music deck that I made for myself. It's free if you want one because I used bootleg images that I scabbed off the internet. Just email me, thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com, and I'll send you the PDF. You can print one out for yourself. It's better if you use cardstock, so you'll need 10 pages of cardstock, and you can have one of these as well. I recommend clipping the corners so they're round. So I did clear and shuffle this deck, and we're going to get a card here. It came out as a... oh, wow, okay, I've got a whole cluster here. The Empress, The March of the Black Queen by Queen. Taurus energy. Ruled by Venus. But also, Venus rules Libra. And I would say that we might have some more leaning towards Libra than Taurus, because we have another 3 here. 3 of Cups inverted. Party all the time. Mercury in Cancer. So Mercury is the other sign that rules, the other planet that rules 2 signs, right? So we have Venus with Taurus and... hang on, give me a minute here. I'm not feeling well, so my brain is like sludge right now. So we have Venus ruling Taurus and Libra, and then we have Mercury ruling Gemini and Virgo. So what we have is a balance between earth and air energy here. Communication with the feminine energy, or lack of communication. Trying to communicate in a more grounded way with the feminine energy. And then we have the Hanged Man. Soul Kitchen. Sleep all night in your soul kitchen. I think that came out upright. Water energy with Neptune, which rules Pisces. Now I see 3 and 3, that's 6, times 2, Pisces, which rules the Moon card. and the High Priestess is ruled by the moon. So what I see is someone is trying to psychically communicate with the feminine energy. And I'm going to say divine feminine because this really smacks of duality and twin flame energy. Now, if you're not in twin flame energy, that's fine, but it's, I feel like because it's the Three of Cups, it has to do with communicating with an external party, meaning not yourself, not your interior. So someone is trying to communicate with the feminine in a more grounded way, but they're not physically speaking to her. They're trying to connect with her telepathically, and they're not actually doing anything in the real world. They're just kind of hanging there, like, I don't know, caught up in their emotions and not really able to communicate anything, because their emotions are clouded. Now I see 12 and 3 and another 3, that's the moon, that's 18, right? But also because there's 2 3s, it could be either or. It could be the devil, right? And I was getting something really interesting about the devil, and I was thinking, oh, I know what it was. The Saturnian energy that rules Capricorn, because the devil is Capricorn. The devourer of the children, who is Kronos, Father Time. So it's something that's been dragging along for a long time, and also this concept of taken too long, or because it's taken so long, you're really being put to task. I mean, trying to hit the feminine at Empress level when you're coming in at 3 of Cups, which is essentially one of the lowest vibrations of the Empress energy. It is the point that's saying my emotions aren't strong enough to withstand that level. So I'm trying to, like, I'm trying to telecommunicate in my head so that she understands. But it's because we're living in a material world, this energy that's up in the air more than down in reality isn't really doing anything, which is why it's the Hangman. And let me look up the Soul Kitchen lyrics because I can only remember like 2 of them. And I'm sure it's not as involved as I think it is. It's more of an essence. And also there came out 3 cards. 3 cards, 3 cups. And this is a foundational issue, right? I don't have enough to stand on to get to her. My stool is missing a leg. Oh, see? I said Kronos. Look at this. The clock says it's time to close now, so I guess I'd better go now. I'd really like to stay here all night. That's the moon. I love this lyric. Oh my god. The cars crawl past, all stuffed with eyes. Streetlights share their hollow glow. Your brain seems bruised with numb surprise. Still one place to go. Let me sleep all night in your soul kitchen, warm my mind near your gentle stove. Turn me out and I'll wander, baby, stumbling in the neon groves. Okay. Oh, here we go. While your fingers weave quick minarets, speak in secret alphabets. So that's that telekinetic stuff. And trying to get into some kind of a rhythm. I know I remember, I remember looking up these lyrics and reading them in a reading before. I'm gonna see what's on the bottom of the deck. And it's like, oh, my thing just stopped.
And I'm not even live. This is okay. So I don't know how long that was stalled out, but maybe for a few seconds. So I'm gonna see what's on the bottom of the deck here. It's like what is in the murky, deep feelings that's not being expressed, and it's the Knight of Swords, which is one of like one of like three cards that go sideways. The other one being the Nine of Pentacles, which is not appearing in this film. Um, the Knight of Swords, Thunderstruck. Right, so I see two people. I know they're both guys in here because it's Sulik and Hauser from the two cello guys, but it's like the masculine trying to talk to the feminine, and it's like if he can get his communication in order, he's going to surprise her and sort of stop her in her tracks, right? Because the Knight of Swords is sort of the fast moving, communicative energy. It's like, and I mean, I know that they don't actually look the same, but from this perspective, they may as well be twins. And it's like, I'm going to put on my suit, the right suit, the swords, instead of cups. He's coming in fast with that fleet of motorcycles there. Right? Instead of dragging his feet, swinging off of the vine. He's not chunking along, he's like fucking zooming in there. And that might be an indication that some people will be having Zoom conversations with their person or some other kind of video chat, so because of the plague. But the general idea here is that what's brewing under the surface is that communication. Now, it's actually better that this isn't the king or the emperor, because the knight is like a guy that's in motion, right? Like a knight rider, like a, you know, I mean, the king isn't gonna go out and trek through the shit-filled streets in the kingdom where the peasants are in order to bring a message. He's gonna have somebody bring it for him. And in or if he's gonna go out, he's gonna put on his armor and get a horse, like in Monty Python in the Holy Grail. But here he's not banging two empty halves of coconuts together. He's got a proper hog to ride in on. Okay, so I think that's enough, metaphorically speaking, for that for now. It's supposed to be card of the day, and it came out as a clusterfuck, so we're gonna take it. And if you want to get a reading that is PayPal.me/CattheMinion, Cash App or Venmo, also CattheMinion. You can email me, thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com, for all kinds of relevant information of pricing and links to merch and art and coloring books and things like that. Just email me. Again, that's thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com. It's all one word, lowercase. I'll get you that. Or you can check out the description box of my infomercial video, which is linked below this one. And at some point this year, I'm going to be redoing that video because it needs to be redone. Things are moving slowly because I'm tired, but we'll get there. So yes, so do like and share and subscribe. That way it'll be easier for you to come back and look at my playlists to find more cards of the day. And I'm going to arriving sometime this week or so. I've got those heart-shaped romance oracle cards coming. So when things come out rosas like this, I'll be able to get some additional information. Maybe not for card of the day, but definitely for longer readings. So that's coming. A Lenormand deck is coming, and I've got a couple new videos coming in the next few days for my channelings. I just recorded one and it'll be up soon, so stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe, donate, all that. Hit that tip jar and keep the content coming, because if there isn't any trickle of income, I'm eventually going to have to probably get a real job and stop doing tarot as much, which would be sad. Alright, bye.